I'm here. Oh, man, I'm here, but just barely. Good Lord. Good Lord, that's a lot of money. Hang on. Got to do something else here. A little prime time work. Hang on. All right. I know I'm not groomed up the best possible, but it was getting a little hot and sweaty under there. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I mean. I'm not gonna talk the whole time. I gotta. I gotta relax a little bit, you guys. No more drinking, Two Bear. I gotta stop. I'm gonna chill out a minute. Pop out the chat. Pum pum pum. Wow, it won't let me do it. That's weird. Huh. Normally it does. There we go. I can see a little more if I pop out the chat. So Jake's in. Laura's here. 420 approved. Two Bear. Zach's dropping by, asking how it's going. I don't know, man. I'm just existing. And as usual, I don't care if it's 2 o'clock in the fucking morning. Deepak is going to be here. Uh, if this goes for an hour, then I go straight to work. Deepak, man, this is your fourth live of the day. You got to crash out, my friend. You got to. Yeah. Kale Wardman's in says good evening. So everybody's checking in. We got some of the usual crew. We got some new faces in here, some new names. That's good. It's all right. It's late. You know, it's coming up on 8 o'clock, so it's got to be 11 o'clock on the East Coast, and it's not like it's a Friday or Saturday night. This is Wednesday, so yeah, we're just gonna have people wander in and out. Jake, oh, you're fourth also. That's right. You've been around all day today too. You guys got any questions? Anything you guys want to talk about? I did not come with an agenda. And if there's just a few of us in here, well, then so what? We'll just talk about whatever comes up. I don't mind. It's just relaxing time for me. Two Bears right. It is hump day. It's goddamn hump day. That's for sure. But it feels like it's already like Thursday, or it should be Friday morning by now. I'm way behind, but I've had a fucked up couple of days too. So who knows? So yeah, I didn't send out any smoke signals. I should have done that. I probably can take care of that while we're talking here. Boom, 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 because no one's going to get the message. And I'll probably send it out and just say, we're already, smoke signals are gone. We're already doing it. And we'll do it real quick here. So, Patreon. Smoke signals. We are already live. YouTube. All right. And that's it. Sent. Message has been sent. And well, it says restore chat. What happened? I don't want to restore the chat. I want to put it back where it was. Pop out chat. All right. So yeah. How are you in the shit house? What'd you do, Two Bear? You got in trouble? Maddie B dropped by. Maddie, I can't drink anymore. Laura, my third show today. That was a big fun show. I needed the laugh. Good. I'm glad it helped you guys a ton. Larry MT, tomorrow is my Friday. I'm a do-over this week. Yeah, I need to too. Hey, Uncle Bob got his message there. Curtis Cooper, what happened, General? Or what's up, General? Hold on, open my chat a little bit more. I've had a shitty day too. At least I can watch. I know, me too. Steve Skiba, good evening, General. Ramrod's Auto Repair, what's up from Dennis? Man, it's just a fucking day, man. There's nothing going on but the rent today. You know what I'm saying? Jump Master Girl, fellow Gen X, you're here. I love you, brother. You are dead on. Sometimes I feel like I am. I don't. Everybody doesn't agree with me, and I'm not going to agree with everything you guys say. But if we can align ourselves on most of the big issues, I think we can get some things accomplished. And we're Americans, so it doesn't matter if we don't totally agree. We can still sit around and have a beer and have a drink and hang out, can't we? Doesn't matter, Democrat or Republican. Just keep your head on straight. Who gives a shit? Low Torque's here. Low Torque, you got work tomorrow, man. Joe Haney says, hi, General. Lionheart's here, too. What, Lionheart? How can you possibly be here? Aren't you overlording the chat room right now? Maddie B said, amen. A little salute there. That was talking about the Blues and the Reds getting along. It's true story. True story. Yeah. Did I miss anybody here? Balls Mahogany says, I missed out. What was the jail thing about? Nah. Well, Balls, if it was just a a prank that got out of hand, then there's nothing to say. If there was something that really happened, I'm not going to tell you about it in here anyway. Yeah, so there you go. Heard Walmart is buying the Broncos. I know that might be something that distances me from the Broncos. It might, because I can't handle that. Mrs. Lionheart is here. Look at her. It's just proof, Lion, that your chick digs me. Your chick digs me. She's following me around now. I mean, I'm used to it. It's okay, but don't be upset. All right, I don't need you to be upset about that. No goes here. I haven't seen No Go in a while. Low Turk off this week, getting the house painted. All right. Boom, 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 boom. Two Bears always. Lion is always here. He's not always here. He may be here in spirit, but he's got a regime over there. He's got an overlord. He can't be running around in here. Dude, you said my name right. Awesome. Far out. I always fuck things up, but I'm glad I got that one right. Joshua Danley just got the smoke signals from chat. Yeah, I'm not. I can't drink anymore, you guys. No way. Lion and Two Bear drinking. That's good. No go. Caught the tail end of the show. Well, if at least you caught the tail, you got something to hang on to, don't you? It's a true story. Joe Haney, he is multitasking. Lionheart, that's why I'm here. Oh, you're here to make sure that your chick doesn't get affected by this too much. Is that why you're here? Well, all right. Give it a shot, Lion. Give it a shot. But I'll tell you what, I'll turn this down to 3. And that'll just keep her here and nothing more. You'll be all right. But don't be mad. No, I can talk about that later. Ron Gross, General Boobies. Can you believe it? I'm going to say I can't do boobies right now. I can't. I'm sorry. Damien Neal, sorry, balls from ECW. I'm drunk. Don't get that one. Chase Hughes, hey, General. Ember Pimentia says, hey, General. Joe Haney, can't we have the Broncos made in China like everything else? Oh, I'm going to steal that because as soon as they buy them, I'm just going to say made in China. Oh, Missy Sue, no boobies. I'm unsubscribing. Come on, give me a break, Missy. Really? Missy, you are part of a slice now, just so you know. Do you remember the rant I went on this morning about Justin Wright, about his fucking, your camera sucks, now your camera's fine? I found time I went back real quick and made that a slice, but I put you in there twice, your little comment. I screenshotted your comment and I put it in this. It's only 2.5 minutes. It's just but it's a slice. It's a legitimate slice, but you're in it twice, just so you know. Kevin Grimes, General. Mark Tang Face says, evening. Josh Maddox, great to see you, General. Cody Skinner says, welcome back. Joe Haney's ringing all the bells he fucking can. Big fucking baby in the shed. You know it. Mrs. Fort Watton jumped in, said, hey, folks. Now, I could tell when Mrs. Fort joins because she classes up the joint, doesn't she? When she walks in, lights are a little brighter, colors a little. Yeah, it's when she shows up, Okay, where are we? 420 put a bunch of boobs up there for Missy. Good job. Chase, why do you I'm not repeating that? Cody Skinner, the big show is always so much fun to watch. It is, Cody. It's a lot of fun to do. Missy Sue, I can't link you. It doesn't drop until tomorrow night at midnight at 1. No, I've got a different one dropping tonight. Tonight there's a different a slice, Gen X Talk slice dropping tonight, and then tomorrow night, I think that's what it is. Yours might even be the next. I don't know. I got to go look. I think it's great. Now she's gonna make me go look. All right, Missy, let me go look for you, sweetheart. Let me go look. I'm switching screens. Go to the dashboard. Go to content. It is scheduled for July 10th at midnight at 12:01 in the morning. So tonight will be June 9th at midnight, and then at 12:01 a.m. And that's so Thursday morning at 12:01. Yours will be up Friday morning at 12:01. All right, Missy, Friday morning at 12:01. Yours will drop, and then you can see it. I can't link you because you can't link to it. It's not posted. Yeah, so there you go. Mrs. Fort Watton, when is the podcast dropping? Tonight. It'll be tomorrow morning at 12:01. So in the middle of the night, it's dropping. I'm still nervous about that. I'm going to stick to what I said. I'm going to do it, but I am nervous about it. It's I'll give you guys a little heads up on that. I know you guys, I've played you guys the I played you guys the intro to it, and everybody's heard that a couple times. I dropped it in the chat room in a couple places just to see if there was any response. But the 4 or 5 people that have heard the entire podcast that I floated it to them and said, "What do you think? What should I do with this?" There was 2 things in there that everybody commented on. One was they said there is a small section that they said that doesn't paint Gen X mom in too good of a light. And I said, she heard it, she approved it. Then they turned to me and said, the second thing is, General, there's really fucking lays a goose egg coming out of your face. And I went, I know it does. But first of all, it was very therapeutic for me to go through it. Secondly, it was, there's part of me that feels that it might reach somebody. And all the people that previewed it said, General, that really, it gives us more depth into you. But the third thing they say is that they said it's going to reach somebody. It's going to help somebody. One person somewhere, there could be 1,000 people that say you're full of shit. We get 2,000 or 3,000 people that download or listen to these podcasts right off the bat. It's a good, strong number. And then it may reach one person. So would you take 2,999 people that think I'm a jabroni for doing the podcast if it meant that one person got some help? Yeah. So that was it. When Gen X Mom and I, we of course have the final decision on that. And we just sat for a few minutes together and I said, what do you think? She goes, yeah, just post it. All right. And it's not like, you start to think sometimes like, well, is that really going to mess up the kid's brand? Gen X Talks as a brand. Is it going to mess? Well, and you start to, we have fans and we have followers and we'll be okay. We can weather the storm if you say something wrong. Well, that's not really the way we were thinking about it. We weren't thinking about it like, we're going to lose anybody. We're really just thinking about it like, if it's not going to help even one person, fuck it, just keep it to ourselves. The therapy part's over for me. I felt it. You don't need to post it for therapy. But we'll see how it goes. So yes, it drops at midnight. I don't have a link for it. I could probably find one, but I don't have one. And Allie's not here to help. So to hell with Allie then if she's not here. She doesn't even know we're going on, so it's okay. Let me see if I can find one of those. I don't know that I can. I could probably find the main link to the public site, but that'd be about it. You can see it everywhere. You can see it on, you can hear the podcast on anywhere. You just Google Gen X Talks and the word podcast and it'll come up. But it's out everywhere. It's on Apple, it's on Spotify, it's on Anchor, and there's like a bunch of little ones it's on. There's a bunch of like 7 or 8 or 9 platforms. I don't even know the names of them, but it's out there. So anyway, that's the main site to it. You can go and look at that or you can poke around, but just Google. If you have Apple Podcasts, if you have iPhones, just go there and look. It'll come up, log into it. You don't have to pay to be part of it, but just log into it. You can go from there. Oh, so where are we? Let me scroll back up and see let's see if I can screw up anything else. Joe Haney is reminding me to whore myself out, like and subscribe. I always forget to do that. It's late. Everybody's gone away, Joe, but thank you for reminding me to do that. I can hit the like button once myself too. Okay, so Mrs. Ford saying hi to Jake. Joe Haney, like and subscribe. Mrs. Ford, thank you, Maddie. And you guys are talking back and forth. I'm good there. And where are we at here? Joshua Danley, stick to your guns every time, General. I can't wait. That's going to be the first thing I do in the morning. So love listening to those when I'm just chilling, nothing to do. I hope this matches up. There's a couple more fun ones we got coming down the pipe for the podcast that have the kid and Gen X mom, and they really should be fun. But the big one is the cancer one. It's going to be a walkthrough of Gen X mom's leukemia. She has a book, a printed thing on it that we have. So we'll go back and reference that to make sure I'm not getting stuff out of order. Sometimes I forget. And Dr. McDreamy will be on the podcast. That's part of the setup and schedule. So we'll splice all that together and kind of put it in the right order for you guys. That's going to be a big one. That might run even longer than an hour. We don't like to do podcasts that long, but that's one that Gen X Mom has really been wanting to do. She wants to actually tell that story from beginning to end on tape, have it down where it's recorded. She's given speeches, but not something where it was written down where we can go back and look at it or share it. So that will be a very interesting one too. But there's fun ones mixed in between. You'll see. Just a thought. Well, I'm here, not for long. My first day where I've had some free time. How are we? It's been a weird couple of days. Just a thought. And guess what challenge is coming up pretty soon, my fine feathered friend? He can answer. You don't got to answer with money. Just type it in here. Cali Cat's in. Dravy, if one person's helped, it's all worth it. Dravy, that's kind of the moral of the story, and we'll see what happens. Mrs. Forwatton, I have always found it difficult to be vulnerable in front of people who don't know me well. Much respect for you, sir. Well, keep in mind, Mrs. Four, that I wasn't. That remember when I'm recording it, I just sit here with this microphone and record and talk, and I can erase and back up if I sneeze or I cough, and then I put it together, and then I played it for Gen X Mom, and she cried, and then I sent it out a few times. I wasn't in front of anybody. I wasn't vulnerable in front of anybody, just a microphone. Now, when you press send and you send it out there, that's a little bit harder, I'd say, but you're not really being vulnerable in front of them. You've already done the vulnerable part. It was just you. It's a weird dichotomy with that, because you're exactly what you're saying, Mrs. Ford. It's hard to be vulnerable in front of people. So don't put a tape recorder, play the tape. Now you can do it because you're all alone. You're in your room. No one's around. No one's even in the house. Do it when no one's home. You do the whole thing. You've talked about it. No one heard you. You weren't vulnerable in front of anybody. But now you've got it on tape. And now to commit that act of being vulnerable, you just need to hand it over. And that doesn't hurt as much. That doesn't have that same feeling as saying it in front of someone, because all you're doing is handing a piece of plastic. You see, it changes things. It does. Now I know what you're saying. You're right. You're absolutely right. And I've been having second thoughts because of the magnitude. This could be our first podcast that goes to 10,000 people or something. It could be just off the fucking charts, which is a gigantic number. The average for people with podcasts is 2 to 3 to 5,000. If you have a home run, a hit podcast, you'll get, unless you're a celebrity. Celebrities are different. Celebrities, they do 50 and 60 and 80,000 if they're celebrities, if they're popular. Gen X Mom listens to ones like that have just a ton of following, but they're famous people and they have famous guests. So it's just like doing Johnny Carson show. And for those of you under the age of 40, go look up Johnny Carson. And when you read his Wikipedia page, you'll see how important that was. I didn't just pick a stupid reference. I picked the reference. Now go read it and then come back and talk. Okay. So Gen Xers continuing in the conversation. It's a big thing. It's hard to, I know I'm aware of probably 300 or 400 people that have been doing podcasts for a year, and they can't get more than 12 to 60 people to listen to their stuff. You would think with 900,000 almost on TikTok and 300,000 on YouTube, we could get more than 2,000 or 3,000 people. But it's a different group that listen to podcasts. You really have to find a podcast group. Some of our podcast people have no idea that the kid has a TikTok channel. Some of the people that listen to our podcast that email me have no idea that we do live streams. No idea that there's ambush videos. They just got on their podcast people and they listen to podcasts, and that's what they do. It's a different dynamic, and neither one's right or wrong. It's just different people in different areas. And so when we branched out to reach them, that's where we end up. So yeah, that's a little bit of bringing that around the corner. Yeah. All right. Ember Pimenta, you're a special person with great knowledge. This world needs to somehow clone you and keep you around for other generations to learn. Yeah, I promise you there's no way my mother or my wife would ever allow me to be cloned. We've already got close with Gen Z Kid, and that's enough. They do not want any more of me running around for sure. You guys are going to have to deal, long after I'm gone, you're going to have to deal with Gen Z Kid and all of his stuff. And you think I'm a problem. You think I'm a handful with a mouth. Wait till he gets to be 23 or 24 and he really settles in and starts cutting his teeth on some of the issues. I'm gonna be glad I'm gone at that point because that kid's gonna get after it, and you guys got to corral him in. Good luck. Oh my God. J Dig just says, "What's up, everybody? Just we're hanging out, low profile, my friend. Just nice and easy tonight. Not doing much of anything." Bum, 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 bum. So I'm reading because I don't have an agenda. I don't have notes for tonight. So whatever we do, we do. So they broke the mold. Chris Yeager, they broke the mold after me. Yeah, except the kid and the 13 or 14 children I have running around the planet that don't know I'm their dad. There's some of those. Missy, he also hosted Star Search. Who did? I didn't. Oh my God. Jake Long, the general, would have been a key link in the Tampa Bay Gen X population in the 80s. Him and my uncle would have been good friends. That'd be nice to know. Joe Haney, Team Pluto's a planet. Do you guys know that that's like a thing now? Is that the kid does that collect call, and he doesn't tell me until right then who I have to talk to. There's no prep. There's nothing for me. I have no idea. He could say anything. He could say any person he wants, and I have to know who it is, and I have to make up a conversation on the spot. He's told me, he goes, I'm never going to tell you. I'm never going to tell you who's calling. I go, you're just going to wait and put me on the spot. You're going to make me improv the whole thing. He goes, yep. So he just made up that thing with Neil deGrasse Tyson, and I had to come up with something that sounded coherent and flowed. Hopefully you guys liked it. Hopefully you guys didn't hang up. But yeah, that's the thing, is he wanted to, you just, from now on, that's the gig. He goes, I'm not telling you who it is. He's going to make something up and hand it to me. His version is, he goes, I'm going to hand you the phone. And he goes, I'm going to say a name and I'm going to hand you the phone, and I'm just going to watch like everybody else to see if you can do it. So just so you guys know, that's the thing about the collect call for those of you who are part of it. So yeah. Callie Cat says, you do awesome at improv. Thank you very much, Callie. I appreciate that. Joshua Downey says, that was great improvising. Thank you. Again, no warning on the collect calls. I get no warning. The other stuff, we kind of know what we're going to do. The paper toss, we get it. The dead air, we get it. Do you guys know that Gen X Mom came up with the most brilliant fucking thing? I got to look at the cost on it because there's really not a way to make any money at it. Maybe $2 or something per item. But do you know what she wants to do? This is a heads up for you guys only. She says that we should bottle, little glued cap on, glass bottle, and a little label on it with ingredients. We should bottle dead air. Gen X Talks dead air. I mean, it's light, so it wasn't cost much in shipping, because it is a lot to ship you guys stuff. It sucks. But can you imagine bottling some dead air, buying like, I don't know, 50 or 60 of those bottles and printing out labels and just sell them one time, just sell 50 of them and see what you can do. This bottled dead air. Wouldn't that be fucking funny? Joe Haney, the best big show so far, Gen C, is a dwarf generation. Yeah, I read that. I got it. Go Smoke a Toad. Ed McMahon was never a spokesperson for the Publishers Clearinghouse sweepstakes. I have no idea why this is changed. I swear this happened to my alone. Go Smoke a Toad. Ed McMahon was never a spokesperson for Publishers Clearinghouse. Yeah, he was. He used to do all the commercials for him. Ed McMahon did the thing. It wasn't, or was it some sweepstakes? It was Publishers Clearinghouse sweepstakes, right? Missy, you got to go check your references on that, because if you say Ed McMahon was never the guy, I'm going to tell you he was always the guy. Every year he was the guy. I'm sure he was. So you got to look that up. All right. Smoke a Toad says, Missy, he was. Mandela Effect, I was there. Cali Cat, that's the next glass. Well, we have glassware coming out. I almost showed you guys one tonight. It's not here yet, but I'm trying to get them done so that I can just sell it. I'm only going to buy a box or two. Again, we're not selling the stuff forever. We just buy a couple of boxes of stuff and sell it, and then we move on to something else. We don't really have a store that runs a bunch of shit all the time. Gen X Mom's changing that. She's going to have some inventory that stays, but we like to just bounce stuff around and make everything kind of unique. If we only buy like 50 or 60 or something, Like those shot glasses, we did numbered shot glasses, 1 to 200. That's it. I'm not doing it anymore. That was your numbered shot glass thing. I think it's kind of cool to have those and be part of it and say you have that. Some of you have quite a collection of stuff. Some of you have quite that you almost have one of everything we sold, which isn't a ton. There's not a ton. It's not like you guys spend thousands of dollars on it, but it's kind of cool when you can go back, let's say 2 or 3 years now, 4 years now, and someone pulls out some of the original stuff we sold. I think that'd be fucking badass. But then yeah, she's talked about selling dead air, which would be hilarious. I really think that would be fucking hilarious. We'll see. Did you know Marshall Whitfield General? What are the Steins? When are the Steins going up for sale? That's Marshall. That was the one I was talking about. I'm just getting that in. It should be here in 3 days, and I got to make sure that it's cut correctly. There's a new tool these guys are getting for cutting on rounded glass that makes it easier and look better. So I got to make sure that the Stein we have looks good, because if it looks a little crappy, no one's going to want to buy it from the picture. I promise the ones that we're getting to sell are going to be perfect, but he hurried this one up to get it to me. So I may have to clean it up a little bit, or Gen X mom may have to put it in the right light to make it look good. But it's fucking they're fucking this tall. They're like 9 inches tall, and they're big, hefty beer steins, and they're dated. They don't say 4th of July, but they do say Gen X Talks on one side. They got a wavy little American flag on the other, but the year 2022 is on it. That's I think that's the only thing we've ever dated with a year. But once they're gone, then you've got the 2022 4th of July mug. We'll have one next year, but once these are gone, that's fucking it. The other problem is they're really heavy. And it just to get one and send it to me was a chunk of fucking cash for shipping. They just rape you with the shipping right now. I don't think we'd sell a lot just based on the shipping, and we only charge you what they charge us. Like the whole $10 thing for shipping. There's a bunch of them that are $6, but then there's a bunch that are $14. We just trade out on that because there's no way to calculate it on the fly. We don't know where it's going, so we don't know how to charge shipping. We have to just we guess a middle ground, and so far we've been kind of breaking even on it, so it's okay. But these things are going to be a fucking chunk. We're going to have to take one down, box it up, take it to UPS, and go, how much to send this to Maine? And then at least we know what the farthest one is. And anybody who orders one out of the country or over the border or something, we'll have to figure it out. We'll have to talk about it because it's a gig. Deepak, Mrs. Fort Watton, he's in Ireland. Mrs. Ford, Deepak's in Ireland. So whatever the time is there, I want to say it's what are they, 8 hours ahead? Is that about right? Or so? Okay. Can't read all those right now. So yeah, Amber Princess said I'd buy that for $1. I don't know what the Steins are going to be. I don't even know. They're going to be cost me so much. Remember, they cost me to ship to me. So if they cost me to ship to me, and then I'm breaking even on the shipping to you, I'm actually losing the shipping cost in whatever I sell them for. But I'm not trying to make money on it, but I want to fucking go backwards. And I let the kid keep the profit, so he's going to look at me and go, you're buying a lot of stuff, and Gen X mom's doing a lot of work for $1.50, which we don't mind, but it is a fucking lot of work. And then if they break, we feel responsible. We buy another one for you guys, and we send it again. Just at $1.50 profit or something, you break 2 glasses and you're behind. You'd have to sell 80 glasses to get it back up again. That's just it's you guys think it's all like profit and money and stuff, and everybody's just making money hand over fist. I guess if we wanted to do it more straight up, it would be, but we'd have to charge $50 for every little fucking thing, and then $25 to ship. It's just dumb. Like I said, if we could just make a few, I buy them, and then I tell Gen X mom and the kid, go put this together, and I'll sell them for you. But can I just get my money back, and you can keep the rest? If there's $2 or $3, you keep it. Then I take the money I get back and go buy something else. So it works. It's working out so far, but it's tough. Brian Hankey says, what's going on out in California? California's still beautiful. I love California. The sun still melts into the Pacific, and it's still cold up in the mountains, way up in the Sierras. I dig it. But we are looking at some very interesting runoffs and stuff in politics, and I think things are really going to change in November. And I think the following 2 years later, I think they're all going to change in California. I'm guessing 2 years from now, the pendulum will have swung so far that I'll bet we can get a Republican governor. We're that close. We're so close. Even with all the people that moved out, there's so many liberals and Democrats that are pissed at the way things are going. And all it's going to take is one more cycle of people realizing that conservatives can make the economy grow and steady and move, and everybody can be money and have money and be happy and go on vacations. That I think they're going to say, "Fuck it, let's just try it. Let's go for a conservative." I think so. I really do. I can remember. I've got my ear to the ground here for the past 35 years. I get it. I really do. I got a thing. I'm feeling it, and it feels good. All right. So what do I say to Doom? Joshua, Maddie, I'd pay for it too. The Steins look very nice so far. Well, yeah, I can show you guys some mock-up pictures, but they're not really great pictures. Rather wait. Gen X mom cleans the glasses and she Windexes them and she waxes them and they look so great. Then she takes them outdoors and puts them in the sunlight or puts them in a room here that it's got a lot of sunlight and she decorates around it. It looks classy. It looks good, so we'll see. Mrs. Ford, did I vote yesterday? Yes, I turned everything into the mailbox myself. I did. Oh, hey, General, good evening. Who won tonight? Is the game over? I didn't even hear who won. There was a game tonight, right? When the Celtics, when the Warriors playing. Anybody seen Justin Ride tonight? See in here? I didn't notice the names going by. I was talking, and I'm sorry, I didn't notice all the names on it. Greetings from Texas in the Deep South, says Jose. How are you, my buddy? Amanda Libby, hey, everyone. Two Bear Democrats versus Democrats. How can they lose? Yeah, that happens in California, as you know. Sometimes you race for governor, it's the top two winners. Doesn't matter if there's a Republican. It can be two Republicans running for governor. It can be two Democrats. It's the way our system's set up. They take the top two people. Deepak, I hope to see you in person if you come to Ireland on the European tour. Offer stands for staying at my place. Deepak, Gen X Mom and Mrs. Four Watton will be there before me. I think Mrs. Four is a serious woman. I think she'd put that together if she could. I've already told Gen X Mom I'd let her go and give her the money and not saying let her go. I'm saying just go. It's okay. I'll take care of stuff here and hold down the fort. But I've already told her, I said, you can go. You can get your passport and get your stuff together. And here's a fistful of dollar bills. Go do your thing. Yeah. So what was it talking about? NBA game has 5 minutes left. I don't have any idea what the score is. I'm hoping for the Warriors, of course, but who knows? Dravy, we need to get rid of the Dominion voting machines. I know there's so much stuff. Has anybody seen that Mules movie, 2000 Mules? I want to see that badly. I want to see if that really sways my opinion and makes me think. But I haven't gone to see it. It should be out pretty soon somewhere. If I found it on Netflix or something where I had to pay $20 to watch it tonight, I'd fucking do it. I really, really would do it. I want to in the worst kind of way. Eastwood reference. Did I miss something there? I don't think I did one. Did I? Boston's up 9. Fuck. God damn it. Celtics are ahead. Great. Yeah, Dravy, 2000 Mules is awesome. I got it on Telegram. How'd you get it on Telegram? Dravy? How come I don't have it on Telegram? Did someone send it to you as a file, or there's some way to get it on Telegram? I use Telegram. Nobody told me about it. 107.96. Well, Celtics winning so far. If they're down by 11 with 5 minutes left, they're fucking done. So whatever. Doug Murray says, once the economy crashes, America will unite. I'm a truck driver, just paid $984 for fuel in Edwardsville, Illinois. I say if it unites the country, I said kind of the same thing, Doug, when Trump got elected. Everybody was angry. They come to me, all the friends that don't like Trump, and they said, do you realize what's going to happen? And I shut them up. I said, look, he's either going to fix everything just like he says, or he's going to bring everything crashing down like you say. And at this point in my life, I'm okay with either one. I'm okay. If Trump's going to ruin everything, then you know what? You libtards have made me a very desperate man. I'm ready to have it all burned down and start over. I'm ready. I'm there. You did this to me. I don't even care anymore. Let it. If Trump's going to ruin everything and burn it down, fuck it. I'm in. If he's going to fix it, fuck it. I'm in. For me, this was a win-win, and you guys put me in this position. So that's the way I felt about it. But he did fix stuff. He just couldn't keep his fucking mouth shut. But he did fix stuff. Let's see where we at. Jake says, I believe 2,000 Mules is on YouTube. And Jake Long says they show geolocations going to the ballot facilities in the middle of the night. Really? So I'm looking at Jake Long and Jake Kostake, and I'm reading stuff there. If it's out, I want to see it. If you guys are right on that, I'm listening to you. I'm listening to both of you. If it's on there, then I want to know. True story, I do. Man, I'm having trouble seeing all this, you guys. I'm really tired. So what is this? Is this the fourth live stream tonight? Yeah, we did the European Facebook, the big show. This is my fourth live of the day. That's right. All right. James says 2,000 Mules has been out for a few weeks. Check your local theater. I know. I just didn't want to go to the theater. I was really hoping it would be somewhere I could just point and click. Man, am I fucking hungry. Gen X mom, between shows, she made me a quesadilla, or as quesadilla, as Napoleon Dynamite would say, quesadilla. Justin Nichols, how is the new Top Gun Maverick movie? Been wanting to catch it, but don't know if it'll be as good as the original. Well, Justin, how much of that do you want to know? Are you good with spoilers? We did a whole podcast on it. We did a thing on it where there's a lot of spoilers, and I don't care about spoilers. I'm one of those guys who doesn't. It doesn't mind. I don't give a shit at all. You can tell me the whole movie and I'm still going to go watch it and I'm still going to get it and I'm still going to be part of it. I don't mind spoilers. But if you really want to know, here is, since I left it open, there's the link to that one's already up. That's the one to Maverick, and Gen X mom is in it too. And the kid, we all went and saw it. If you want to go see that, I don't, it's got spoilers in it and it tells you that. I don't care about spoilers. Like I told you, my cousin recited the entire Star Wars movie the day before I saw it. I didn't care. I'm good like that. I don't care about the endings. It all leaves my mind and I focus on what I'm doing. I love it. Romy's here. The pedocrats are a perversion to everything we hold sacred. Yeah, I know. And there's always going to be people like that around. We just have to get in charge and cover the big strokes on the big items. And then we can all fight out the little battles. But it's really hard to fight the little ones when they have all the big strokes above you knocking you down. That's tough. Really is fucking tough. Mr. Green Jeans, this guy is awesome as shit. He reminds me of my dad. Everybody says I remind them of their dad, but then they all tell me their dad's dead. And I'm like, so I remind you of a dead guy? Thanks, man. No, I get what you're saying. I do. I feel a little warm spot in my heart every time someone says I remind them of their dad or their uncle. It's always in a good way. Very seldom do people say that that's bad. You remind me of my dad and he was an asshole. Nah, not often. That comes up once in a while, but most of the time everybody's good and healthy about it. So thank you. Joe's leaving. Joe, you gone? Did I miss you, buddy? Boom, boom, boom. I'm looking back. Headed to bed. Love you all. Good night and be safe. Joe, lock up the wood shit on your way out, my friend. We'll catch you on the flip side. Yeah. So, go smoke a toad. You listened to the podcast on that? We got pretty good reviews. Not everybody, it was a low number on that because people didn't want spoilers. They didn't want to, and we did it a week after it came out or so. They didn't want spoilers so they didn't listen to it. So the numbers were low, but the people that did listen, we got pretty high reviews on it. Some of our best stuff. So I think we hit the nail on the head. Just unfortunately, it does give away some stuff. Calicat, night to those hitting the early, party on to those who stay like me. Calicat, I don't know if I can keep going. Tiffany Mims, he's back again. Thank you. 2 minutes left, and Boston's still up by fucking 14. I'm gonna get my ass handed to me. General, want to drink with me? I can't, Mrs. Four. I love you. I do. I don't even have anything I could drink. I probably got water in here, and that's about all I got. I can't go for any more. In fact, My fat ass is going to have trouble making it upstairs. To Mrs. Four. Hey, bless your face over there. It's a no sneezing zone. You know that, right? Jake Long, the general for me is an amalgamation of my mom, my uncle, my grandfather, all of whom are dead. Wow. Thanks, Jake. Oh, okay. So, yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Got to catch up on the last two podcasts. Deep. Okay, Gen X mom, one more sneeze and you're out of here. You're interrupting a live stream. This is a no sneezing zone. Get your shit under control. I feel compelled to quote Iceman from Bodfish. Chicks, man. Chicks. Yeah, this is wiser words you've never heard. Oh, Jay Stoner says it's not on YouTube, it's an ad. Okay, well, that's too bad. I want to see it. I still want to see it. Brian says this is a no sneeze nation, Mom. Oh, God. I tell you guys. All right, listen, I know I've only been here 40 minutes, but I feel like I'm slurring my words from being tired. I do got to go, you guys. I do apologize. I don't mean to just cut and run, but I did say I'd come on. I showed up a couple minutes late. I didn't have an agenda, just talking, answering some questions, but I'm running out of steam. I'm actually running out of breath right now. I can feel it right in here. You guys know sometimes I get that way. Well, this is the fourth live stream. Yeah, I didn't do any more talking today, but that's about taking it out of me. So I'm going to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to any of you and all of you listening on AM, FM, XM, or across the Armed Service Radio Network. I want to tell you thanks for tuning in. We will catch all of you on the flip side. I promise. I'm not just saying that. I mean, I really mean I promise. On the flip side, that's where we'll be. And if I'm quiet long enough, you'll hear Gen X mom blow her nose like 11 more times. And I'm just telling you, it's just life in the fast lane. Thanks, you guys.